Alrighty, today we're going to be trying to complete the North. Well, not complete the North. We're barely starting on it. If we complete it, that's going to be awesome, but I highly doubt it. Main goal for today actually is just to, finish North 1, maybe North 2, maybe maybe halfway through North 2. We'll see. But I'm hoping to make a little bit of progress today. But first, it's time to check out some cats. So let's get right into it. Let's go check out more cats. Also, I burned my tongue earlier today. So my tongue's been kind of bleh all day. So that's fun. God, I really need to move this over to my SSD, don't I? Just gonna turn that off. I don't really care enough for it to keep it on. But I'm excited because the North looks like it's gonna have at least some cool visuals at the very least. And I'm excited for how the story's turning out because now we know that Athena has been here. So the real question is, where is she now? Is she still here? Or what else is going on, right? Like, because yeah. So we know she's been here. We don't know if she's still here, but I mean, imagine she is. But I'm also very interested in seeing if we can find out the origins of the Sphinx or the and Pandora and Prometheus. Because I wonder if they're more akin to us or if they're more akin to old humans. I guess we'll find out, right? I'm very interested. I'm loading the cats first, which means we have to go through multiple loading screens, but I think the cats are a worthy investment because I like them. Let's look at some nice, adorable cats. Oh, I was like, what does that take so long to load? It's just cats. And granted, it's the entire open area, but mainly what I'm interested in is the cats. All that, and it still didn't even like fully load it. I just need to upgrade my computer. Look at Milton. Oh, it's adorable. I went through the first 4. Also got to pet the cat. I love cats. Cats are adorable. Right? I already read you because you're Zera. Yeah. Look at that phase. Ginger, destroyer of carpets, devourer of food, connoisseur of cuddles. Appropriate. Chair. Pepper, spy. The little hands sticking out. Spy in a former life, constantly monitoring all things from the shadows. Expert arguer. Foxy, even the foxiest among us eventually have to face their hounds. Aww. Beautiful though. Eyeball, Psyche, Psycho. She of many names, a nightmare and soulmate to Jakar. If I lose all else, may I never forget her. Aww. Forget her. Azriel, we rescued you. Then you rescued us. Aww, it's also sad. It's adorable. Earl, beloved streamer and accomplished typist. Finn, a typical Leo, he liked attention, delicately wrapping his tail around his paws and sleeping in awkward positions. Legend, a wee boy who lived up to his name. Aww. Oh, and we're back to Ginger. Looks like I got about 3 more of these to go. And honestly, that might be enough for me to finish the game. I'm doing just one per stream. 3 streams. That means I have to do North in 1 stream. Which wouldn't be impossible. It would just be a long stream. Now I gotta wait for it to load in again. I actually have a heater on right now just because it was a little bit uncomfortable in here. But now it's too warm in here. But there ain't really much I can do about it because it doesn't let me keep it at a nice cool 60 something, 65. It's either 70 or 50. And 70. Oh man, I'm so enjoying this game so far. Ooh. Why is only one love if it's torture? Okay. Oh god, the pixels. I mean, polygons, polyhedral. Wham. That's interesting that you have. Huh. Can I jump down there? I probably could. Okay, well, we're gonna down now. There's a question mark going this way. I should have just said yeet. Threw myself off a cliff with no hesitation. There was not a. Ooh. Okay, so that turns on there, which means that's probably the first thing I need to do. Oh god, the lag. Still loading things in, so it's still laggy. Yeah, it seems like most everything's loaded in at this point, so lag shouldn't be too bad. Hello? Hello? What? Sir? Sir? Oh.
What the?
Weird. Yeah, weird. Definitely weird. I'm gonna need to get the box over here, but how does one do that? Can I take this from... I can. Well, in that case, couldn't I just do something like this? I can stand on you, can't I? Oop! I didn't mean to do that. Can I stand on the hexahedron? No. Not while you're holding it, at least. Oh, duh. All I gotta do is leave one guy on this side. Cool. Then I just do this. And then this. Put it this way. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so what I want to do is, yeah, I just want to bring this out to like, oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna want to bring that to up there. So I want to take control of you, bring you over here again, grab this. Over here. Boost him up there. Put that there. Yeah. Well, I also need to get you over here. Oh, easy enough. There's a ladder. Now, I don't remember which one of these is my real body. I'm just gonna be real with you here, fam. They both look like me. Do they both have 1K on them? Oddly enough, yes. So yeah, I can't tell which one is the real one, which one's not. It's like the ship of Theseus. Okay, first puzzle done. Easy peasy lemon squeegee. Now we're gonna run around the outside of this. Gonna look at some more nice vistas. Run around the outside. Try to get to this question mark that's off in the distance. Considering it's letting me, like, climb this far out, it's impressive. Also, this music is... it's going. Oh, is it like over here on like this peak? This one's so far out there, jeez. Luis. Are you telling me like I can explore like this entire mountain range. Oh, there's a path down there. Oh, and there it is. This is so far out in the middle of nowhere compared to the rest of the map. I literally can see the entire rest of the map on the compass. That's how far away we are. There's no such
saying
oh.
about how, in the end, the sea will claim everything. I have no doubt that this is true. In the long history of the human species, entire regions have disappeared under the waves. Places like Beringia and Doggerland still echo in our cultural memories. But we shouldn't forget that life began in the sea. We are the children of the sea. And it's not through floods and ruin that the sea will claim everything, but through us.
Well, that's a nice way to think about it, actually. Chernevsky, 11. From Arkady Chernevsky's In Our Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. With alarming frequency, our mythological narratives conceptualize our separation from nature as a fall, a punishment for sinning, a loss of innocence, a decline from a golden age. We believe that a better state of humanity is possible, but insist that the state must be in the past. And yet, our historical experience has been the exact opposite. For all the horrors of modern war, and they are considerable, relatively few people today have to suffer the unspeakable agonies that our ancestors went through on a daily basis. It is doubly ironic that we place our golden ages in the past, but very rarely ever consider what life was actually like for the people whose genes we carry. How cold they were, how hungry, how frightened of the cruelty of nature. What unspeakable pains they must have experienced when they were sick or injured. How many of their children they had to lose, unable to help, begging the heavens for mercy and never receiving an answer. The past is a slowly receding tidal wave of grief, 5358. The battle for human emancipation is not yet won, and the path has been far from straightforward. And yet, in but a few thousand years, we have eliminated a great deal of suffering that before must have seemed unavoidable and eternal. Some will suffer, their lives held ransom by politics and economics. But at least now we know that a better world is truly possible, and in it lies the future. Oh, another Trevor voice tape. I love his voice tapes. The Founding. 4. Hypatia's Journal. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 132. We had a bit of an incident today. Nothing major, but it still woke us all up. The sun was away from camp. Or, no, that's a person. Sun was away from camp, alone, even though we had agreed that we would always go in teams. She encountered a group of herbivores that we saw on the first day. Cows, they're called. Apparently our ancestors kept them as livestock. Eustathius says they squeeze them for liquid, but I find that hard to believe. But I digress. Sun encountered a herd, and just as predicted, the animals were passive at first, friendly even. Sun decided to abandon her survey and study them for a while, which went well until a group of wolves, formerly dogs, a type of pet, entered the clearing, causing a stampede. Sun is alright, only minor scratches to the bodywork and a few torn wires, but it was a close call. I guess we'd gotten a little complacent, a little too comfortable. We'll have to be more careful from now on. Beep 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 beep. However, let's listen to this. I love these. The voice notes are always been my second favorite part of this game.
For a bit because I love science fiction, but it drives me nuts. There's this cliche that shows up over and over, and every time someone uses it, everyone pretends it's really profound. It goes something like this. A scientist invents something good, but, oh no, it's actually really bad. You could have something that makes your life better, but no, you can't. How dare you even want it? That's hubris. That's playing God. And it's never anything that reflects the real world, right? It's never, oh no, you invented a vaccine for cervical cancer. Oh no, you invented a new class of antibiotics. Oh no, you cured malaria. How dare you? Those diseased mosquitoes are way more important than human lives. How did science fiction become so reactionary? You know, if we all thought this way, you guys wouldn't even exist. At least Alex agrees with me. She has good taste.
which yes. I mean, if you take any scientific breakthrough and are just like, oh, that's terrible, what do we think about the consequences, then you're never going to make progress. You can't be fearful of the consequences, you just have to deal with them, and you have to keep them manageable. But you shouldn't be afraid of the world. It's one of these. Yeah. A little bit more simplistic than the other ones. Now we have just a body double. Oh, whoops. Which makes it a lot easier to just do this, things like that. Oh, shoot. Aha! Well, that's neat. Oh, but I probably should have done it the other way around, shouldn't I? Oh, well, technically I can do this to both at the same exact time, can't I? Because I'm only ever able to hit one at a time. Oh, don't need that. And see, then instead of having to redo it, I just move over here. Gotta take control. And Viola, that one was real easy. Honestly, kind of disappointed in how easy that one was.
Any further insights on the particle clouds, Melville?
To be honest with you, Byron, I feel like a caveman trying to study Bose-Einstein condensate. I'm seeing unknown particles whose every property violates the laws of physics, apparently capable of being controlled and recombined into just about anything. It's ridiculous.
Maybe someone in New Jerusalem can figure it out.
Sure, just give them another 1,000 years.
Melville's like, if I can't figure it out, what makes you think anyone else in New Jerusalem can? Which is fair, she's their best mechanic. But that doesn't mean you're the best scientist. Before we check that out, we're going to go check that out. Founder Megathread. Please keep discussion of the alleged presence of the founder at the site of the megastructure confined to this thread. Bistros, I'm still in shock. I wasn't even sure the founder was still alive. Ovis, of course she is, and now that we have reached completion day, she has sent us her sacred messengers. Ovis, I don't like how you're regaling her like a god. Jax? Or Jackis? Or Jax? It could still be aliens pretending to be the founder. Zagaran, it's not aliens. And if Prometheus and Pandora are her sacred messengers, why has one apparently chained the other? Thekla, the day of her return is imminent. Arena, so now you agree that Byron was right to want an expedition. In fact, it was the founder's will all along. And when you said it would be wrong to even consider going to the island, you were acting against the founder? Thekla, your word games aren't going to help you when the founder returns, Arena. Name. It was wonderful to hear Athena's voice again, but with all the motion inherent in this matter, we should be careful not to get swept away. We don't really understand anything yet. Shyler? Shyler? I can't help but wonder if Miranda is her daughter. Was Athena trying to start a new civilization? Did she abandon New Jerusalem? She was always a leader. Maybe she just wanted to experience something private. Name. A valid point. She had enormous responsibilities from the very beginning, and while we were a family, she had too many burdens to bear to ever have a private life of her own. Seek less. I understand your point, but why leave Cornelius behind then? Rodam? That's none of our business. Seekless, fair enough. Yep, it is none of our business. I mean, being a leader of an entire civilization for hundreds of years must have been extremely taxing. Because you gotta think, I mean, these robots apparently still think in human terms. So that's a long time to be leading an entire colony of people. Must have been absolutely dreadful. Oh, here's where we learn about the transference. I'll check that one out in a second. From Quentin. From Quentin to Athena. Dear Founder, I never got to know you. People tell all these stories about you, and I don't know what to believe. Some people say to ask Cornelius, others say Cornelius is too blinded by grief. Some say Byron stands for the truth, others say he's a fanatic and a radical and we should listen to the mayor. There doesn't seem to be a way of getting a straight answer. Blah, blah. Why did you abandon us to this chaos? Why can't you just come back and sort it out? If you're reading these messages, don't you care? Quentin. From Rodam. From Ram to Athena, dear Founder, I thank you for everything you did for us. I'm grateful for the life that I have, which would not exist without you. I hope wherever you are now, you are at peace. Rodam. Noma Project 5. Author Athena. Yep, she's the one who's been researching. 938 through 1000, version 0.12 successfully deployed. New labs established to avoid interference. First successful duplication of advanced machinery. 1001 to 1308. Data collection and analysis. Translation groping in the dark. Yep. Trial 1309. But QFT fails to account for this. Must rerun trials 1212 through 1294. Blah, blah. Maybe God was just trying to make an apple pie from scratch. Brain? Nope, we're good. No brain explosion. That 1K as well? It is.
Like it has something to do with energy generation. Am I reading this right?
Well, actually, you're not numbered, are you? Yeah, I don't think you are. Well, I guess I can just... Yeah, you're not numbered. Which is interesting, because the other one was numbered. It was 1K. Use palm reader. From Belzerzan. From Belzerzan. From Belzerzan to Athena. Oh, great and sacred Founder. I believe I have discovered the truth that our so-called leaders have hidden from us. This absurd and sacrilegious goal they have us working towards, this hubristic completion day foolishness, was never your true intent. Even this abomination of a city that calls itself New Jerusalem is a deception. Why would you want us to return to the sinful ways of our ancestors, strangling the living soil with steel and concrete? No. It was when you and the first companions lived humbly amongst the splendors of Gaia, having no need for all this wasteful ostentation inherited from our weak and decadent ancestors. that you showed us the true path. After all, why would the progenitor have given us such hardy bodies if she had intended for us to live in unearned luxury? From the very first, we were built to be free from pride and material excess. Your teachings have been obscured and perverted by ideologies. Ideologies. Okay. Worst of all, by the traitor Byron, who was once like a son to you. But you should know that there are still those of us who remember the truth and await the blessed day of your return, when surely justice will be meted out and humanity will finally return to its intended path. Hallowed be your name, Belzerzan. Okay, he seems a little fanatical. The shutdown. Ground zero, so bomb. Or, well, what seems to have been a bomb, but it might not have been. The shutdown. Oh, is this the other colony they tried to make? We assembled on the vast green lawn as the reactors began to slowly wind down. The workers were solemn. The activists who had fought against the decommissioning seemed crushed. There was supposed to be a speech, but the spokeswoman had lost her notes. Outside, the protesters cheered. My eyes were drawn to the discarded anti-shutdown banners, relentlessly reciting the facts, the statistics on morality per trillion kilowatt hours, lowest of all energy sources, lifespan of a reactor 70 more years in our case, minimal land footprint, almost zero emissions, almost zero emissions, no intermittency. It became a jumble of words, a litany, almost a glossolalia. As far as the protesters outside were concerned, it might as well be an alien tongue. One thing was clear to them, and that was enough. The technology inside this compound was deeply inherently wrong. It was a sin. I could not help but think of that moment on August 6, 1945, when the sky erupted above Shima Hospital. My imagination could never fully encompass it. How do you imagine more than 70,000 people annihilated in an instant? An ancestor of mine was in that hospital. He went from being a doctor, a husband, a father, a pacifist stuck in a terrible war, to being a pile of bleached bones covered in rubble. All in a single second. Not by accident, but because of a choice someone made. Not because of a reactor, but because of a bomb. Just 2 days earlier, contradicting his campaign promises, the Prime Minister had suggested that the use of tactical nuclear weapons would be an acceptable risk if the conflict continued. Very few seemed to find this particularly shocking or outrageous. They were afraid of reactors, but not of bombs. The spokeswoman gave up on finding her notes. It was starting to rain and people were walking away. She grabbed the microphone. By the time you regret this, it'll be too late, she said. But honestly, I don't know if I care anymore. Maybe you have it coming. Miranda. The spokeswoman sounds so bitter. The protesters didn't mean any harm. From their perspective, they were doing good. Athena. People always think they're doing good when they're collectively outraged. That doesn't make them right. Failed to load. Collective action can change the world when it's deliberate and based in reason. It can also become a mental trap or a societal pressure fall. That's very true. Like, if you look at most of the world today, a lot of people are just like, still against nuclear power, which makes no sense because nuclear power is the cleanest power we have available to us right now. Like, sure, you create nuclear waste, but just put it back in the caves where you mined it from. And even then, nuclear waste can keep being reused and reused until it's basically nothing. Meanwhile, a lot of solar panels and wind turbines and coal and gas they just create such a worse ecological footprint compared to nuclear. Nuclear is amazing. Amazing technology. I'm sad that, well, you know, more places don't use it, and it's super hard to actually even get into it. Cliche. The thought-terminating cliche from error to Miranda. As you continue your reading, there's a useful concept that I would like you to keep in mind. The thought-terminating cliche. This is a type of phrase, often a slogan or saying, which sounds meaningful but is really intended to make you stop thinking. Depicting an example from our history, someone in the simulation might say things like, "It's the will of Elohim," or it serves the process. And that would be that. Case closed. Who knows how many iterations never advanced further because they just stopped thinking at that point. Do note, however, that I thought terminating cliche is not the same as a lie. It may very well contain elements of truth, but those elements are used to keep you from questioning a whole set of assumptions that come with it, which may be partially or totally false. This often takes form of appealing to someone you care about. We must protect X, where X is a nation, a philosophy, public order, or even the planet itself. But while you may agree that the element, all kinds of assumptions may be included about how to protect something, or who to protect it from, or what the end goal of protecting it is, if you stop there just because you agree with the surface level statement, the results may be the opposite of everything you wanted. Like those who chose to serve Elohim and in doing so prevented him from achieving his true purpose. Yeah? Got a point there. But a lot of people just like taking the easy way out. And when presented with an easy way out of thinking, they'll just take it without questioning it. Because why should they have... Oh god, I'm blinded. Why should they have to be the person doing the thinking? That should be other people's jobs, not theirs. So why are they the ones who are doing it? Oh, I didn't even go to that shrine up there. Here comes the wind again. Oh, no wind yet? There it is. There it is. Okay, now we can go head to the shrine, see what this is all about. Do you like how there's a path as if people have been trekking up and down this? Well, that's... Okay, that's where I'm at. That's A to the south. C is to the north. E is down there. That's... What? What? Okay, well, I'm not gonna worry about that for now. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Okay, Wendy, you can go away now. You can go away now, thank you. Oh, look, here's the door. And actually, it's getting pretty filled up. About maybe a third of the way done? But no, I'm a quarter of the way done because I've still got all these levels left. I don't know why. My brain was like, yeah, you're way further done than you think you are. No, I'm not. Okay, next puzzle. Oh, well, hello there. More data. Slurp.
If we believe that life is inherently valuable, if we think that other species are worth preserving, and we recognize that most of the universe is barren, then it follows that we have a duty not only to defend life, but to spread it. If life is the most valuable thing in the universe, then perhaps in a sense, the cosmos itself is depending on us to do this. Like birds carrying seeds to uninhabited islands. Maybe that's our role in the galactic ecology.
Well, possibly. Also, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Ah, there we go. Really? I can't. Oh. You, my good sir, are behind a wall. Nope, not through here. Yep. That opens up that, so I can take this, This is blue, and I would want it to what? Go over there? Okay, yeah, that's not possible. Didn't think so. What about over here? Okay, if I take that. Well, I can control you through a hole, right? Yeah. Actually, I want to switch you two around. And I want to connect you up to you. And I want to get a nice... Or possibly not. Get a nice angle on that red. Get a nice angle on that blue, but I can't get the blue from there to there. Somebody wouldn't help me here. Let's see. Oh, well, duh, just bring this out here. I overthought that way too much. Okay, and bring one of you over here. Then I'm gonna want to grab you, just bring you that way. And then I want to grab that, put you here, grab you. Over this way. I still don't know why I keep doing that. I don't need to do that. Of course, I parked you behind a pillar. There we go. Easy peasy.
Ah, clever.
Well, hi there.
Wonkai, I've been watching you solve these puzzles, and this body replication tech is incredible. It just casually blows up the very foundations of our society.
What do you mean?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to make more of us? Like a toaster.
Well, I think it took you a few thousand years, a few hundred years to make a thousand.
And a motherboard and call it a day. Not to mention how hard it is to even find some of the materials. And this thing just, poof, new humans.
The goal was to stop at 1,000, wasn't it?
It was. Or was it? And even if it was, sorry to be heretical, but does it matter?
You ain't got a
If
point.
we can figure out how this works, we can finally, easily create more people. We can grow. We can expand. We can build a real civilization. Isn't that worth pursuing?
Yeah, you got a point there. Maybe there is some point where there's enough people. This is not it. Maybe there is a point where there's enough people, but this is not it.
Look, yes, large amounts of people can cause problems. But even the problems they cause are interesting. Because without people, the world is boring. I'm not even saying there isn't some planetary limit. But I've done the maths. It's in the high billions.
You got a point there.
Not a measly 1,000.
Even with a million.
We all need to think about what this means. Glad you and I are more or less on the same page.
Yeah, no problem, Melville. All right, I'll get back to work. I think, honestly, Melville is one of my favorite characters so far. Because she's very much a progressive attitude.
This body replication technology is proof of just how vital this expedition is. We may not know how it works and what its limitations are, but the technology itself isn't even what really matters. What matters is to expand our imagination, to realize that other futures are possible. I'm glad you see it that way too, 1K. After all, the world is better with you in it, isn't it?
Oh, thank you, Byron. Love you, babe. On Cornelius. From the personal reminiscences of Mitku, 166. There are some people whose true importance you just don't notice at first. People who quietly hold things together without making a big deal of it. That's what Cornelius was. Always by Athena's side, he calmly and carefully helped us stay on track, reminding us of our shared humanity and the values that has brought us this far. I cannot imagine how painful it must have been when Athena left him behind. When he went on his so-called research expedition, most people thought he went looking for her. To be honest, I thought he might never come back, and I was surprised when he finally did. I still don't understand how she could leave him. They seemed to love each other so deeply. After he returned, Cornelius was different. He founded the Museum of the Simulation and very rarely left its premises. The archive scholars doted on him, but he walled himself off, becoming almost as much of a recluse as Eustathius. And only then did I slowly understand how much the city had lost. That's actually really sad to think about. William Blake, 5358. God appears and God is light, but to the God appears and God is light to those poor souls who dwell in the night. God appears and God is light to those poor souls who dwell in night, but does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day? What does that say? Bottom there. Give me a second. Gonna. That's good. Let's see. Let's see. Do I get out of this? Because I'm curious to see what this is. Because this doesn't feel like the full thing. And I'm too curious not to. So this is an interesting poem because it's 5358. Okay. In the end, love is all we have. But if we love another being, we must through them love humanity itself. 5358. Okay. Interesting. Blake. Oh, that was that. Prime mover. The prime mover excerpted from Considerations by Eustathius. While it is hard from our vantage point to fully believe in any of the ancient religions, I must admit that I have come to believe in the existence of a prime mover. Not a designer as such, certainly not an interventionist god, but some force that sets the universe itself into motion. I do not know if it is possible for us to ever truly understand this being, since it must by definition exist outside our understanding of reality, but I do believe that it exists. Does it look upon us with love? Are we entertainment, perhaps? Does it preserve some memory of us when we die? All of this I cannot answer, but I do not disbelieve those who honestly speak of having experienced some manner of brief communion with this entity. It's simply too common an experience in human history to easily discount. As the motion of the universe proceeds from the Big Bang, so whatever force animates us, whatever constitutes the true foundation of consciousness, proceeds from the prime mover. Miranda, what do you think about this, Mother? Athena. So this basically confirms that Miranda is Athena's daughter. I don't believe in any kind of prime mover, but I thought you should read it because Eustathius is an intelligent person and he came to this conclusion after a great deal of thought. It's important to respectfully consider points of view we don't agree with. Modernity. On modernity. The book of annotated internet comments by Eustathius. If modernity is so great, why is everyone so fundamentally disappointed with the world? Why do we sigh with pleasure at the sight of old houses but feel nothing but depressed and alienated by skyscrapers? Why do we yearn for lush forests and wide plains, not narrow canyons between buildings? 5358F. We love all this technology so much. Why is our idea of happiness to get away from it? Could it be that progress is a story we tell ourselves to justify why we allow ourselves to be dominated by inhumanity, and older forms of living have something to offer? It seems that many of us share this desire to immerse ourselves in nature. Though we are ourselves entirely technological beings, we enjoy and value the Earth's diverse and unpredictable biosphere. But does that mean that progress is just a narrative, as this ancient commenter suggests, or does it mean that technological progression and a love of the natural world are not in fact mutually exclusive? Fail to load. And yet if this person was left on his own somewhere in the wilderness, he would feel nothing but terror. The appreciation of nature is rooted in the experience of civilization, of safety. Athena. True, but he's still right. So much of what our ancestors created in their last years was alienating to the majority of people. Failed to load. Then the question isn't one of modernity, but of control. Yes, it is. People are made uncomfortable by things they can't control. Made by other people. A lot different when it's, something that's natural, like nature. People don't mind as much when nature's controlling them. They don't like when other people are. Oh, this just leads me to another. This is a Prometheus? Yeah, Prometheus. Shrine. Gotta wait for the little triangle to load in. Couldn't quite tell from the distance. But yeah, it's Prometheus. Yeah. There's also the thing is that just nature smells better. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Yeah. Nature is just better on the human senses than a modern city. That's not to say modern cities are bad if we had technology to clean the atmosphere super well so that it was equal to nature. I'm sure a lot more people would feel comfortable and at home in cities. But the air is so dirty in cities that it's just a lot of people don't like it. And it makes them uncomfortable. The trial. Passing through. Box. Even bubber. Hammer. Jump on that. I can jump on that. Could walk over here. Can I grab that? Oh, what if I do something like this? No, okay. Oh, I bring you in here. Pull that. Jump on here, and then come down here, jump on here, come up here. Now I can't jump over, but well, shoot. Oh, wait. Aha! And you know what? Actually, I should bring everyone out. Yeah, you're also 1,000. I wonder... I haven't looked at them, like, before I take them over. I wonder if they're just faceless bodies before I take them. Or, like, numberless bodies. I wonder... No, I don't think I'm going to be able to push him through. Yeah. That's kind of sad. Be kind of funny, though. Oh, and we're almost back to the main building. God, these views are beautiful. Okay. We'll head down. Okay, let's go 5. The gift. What better gift can there be than the gift of humanity? Life. Ah. I knew they wouldn't let me go that easily. Oh, well, this one seems simple enough. Yeah, there. Yeah, simple enough. Ah, no. Still need the other guy to get through. How do I get him through? Well, I get him through by taking control of this guy. Control of this guy. Taking the hexahedron. Taking this connector. And doing this. And I grab the hexahedron, bring it over here, and Viola. I gotta get that guy back. Okay. And then I head down. Bring around town. Bring around. And then I just gotta head back up. This one was like all the way down the mountain. But yeah. Gift of Life is honestly amazing. With Heather, do you have a number? You do. You're already me. Maybe it takes the information of who's in the who enters the room. What does this do? Oh, it's a platform. My bad. Aw. What if I do something like this? Oh, I can't jump on that. There's 3 of us. That would work, actually. Then again, why wouldn't I just... I hate that how much momentum it puts on you when you jump. Oh wow, you can't change while you're or whatchamacallit. Actually, that wouldn't even be enough for me though, would it? Because I could jump on here and take control of that guy. Yeah, it's not enough. Means I need something else. There's nothing else in this room though. Okay, well, I can walk off you. So weird. Yep, can't do that. So then what is this? This one's hard, I will say. Oh. Interesting. Oh, well. Oh, I can almost see it. But I managed that. Oop, oop. Not what I meant to do at all, but okay. What the hell? I will come back to this one. I can truly say I'm stumped. I'm gonna have to come back to it. Oh, there's the spark for Prometheus. Oh, whoa! Where are we going, buddy? Where are we going? Oh my God! I can't appreciate that it quite literally gave me the answer, though. Need the box. No. There we go. Oh, well, return to... That's the first time I've ever had to go back to a puzzle and actually... and couldn't solve it in first go through.
Spending years in such a desolate place. For what? Science? Enlightenment? I'd much rather be back home in New Jerusalem.
I think it's beautiful in its own way. But I don't understand how our ancestors could survive here. They were so fragile. Imagine getting stuck out here in the cold. I wonder if there are wolves.
It's kind of a miracle biological humans lasted as long as they did.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, humans are actually like really squishy. Humans are very much a mage character. They are not made to take damage. They can. But they're not really made for it. We're not like bears where you shoot us with 9mm, not gonna do shit. We're humans. If you shoot us with 9mm, we're going down. We're going. Okay, Prometheus, give me a star, my good sir. I love the music that plays when you're chasing the little sprite around, though. Okay. God, this is such a far track.
To the past, but the future can redeem all that has happened.
Yep. You can't return to the past, so why worry about it? Because really, what's it going to solve? Nothing. Learn from the past, but don't bask in it. Don't make yourself so set in your ways that can't change. Because that's the driving force of life. Change. I can't believe I never looked up. I feel so dumb. But that's fine. Being a little dumb here and there is fine. Yeah, I assume they're all down here on this lower level. Yeah, there's 2, there's 3. Well, this is 1 all the way back here. Yeah, 1. Mind-body dualism. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, I say interesting as if I haven't already done this puzzle. Yeah. This also isn't my original body. So give me my body back. It was this one. Yeah. These puzzles are interesting. I should have done that one way sooner. I should have did them first. Okay, so I'm gonna need at least 2 bodies to be able to access that. Or wait. Okay, well, let's see where this takes us first. Ah. Okay, so I need you to grab this. Come stand here, then I can take you, jump on there, take control, and then I can bring you over here so you can jump over here. So how do I get you up here? Oh, I don't need you up here. I just need the platform. How did I forget the platform weighs weight, even though I literally used it like 5 milliseconds ago? Okay. Dual stream? Bro, me in the mornings. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to bring this dude out here. And And I want to jump over there, take control. Oh, what? How did you? What? Where art thou? Oh. Take this connector. Okay, well, you can move. Then just float up here, put that there, move out of the way, and now what? Well, yep, makes sense. Oh, so what I want to do is, yeah, okay. Something like that. There we go. Then I just need to go do number 8. Wherever 8 is. It's off to the side somewhere over here. Yeah. You're telling me I really didn't do... Oh, look, more memories.
I wonder what it was like when the ancients were still here. Their world seems so lively.
Not always in a good way. Interesting times are great to read about, but rarely great to experience.
That's true. But they left behind so much art and philosophy and religion, and so many strange stories. Is New Jerusalem like that?
It was, in the beginning.
Well, let's do that one again, because I didn't quite catch everything. My brain just goofed. This one?
When we go to New Jerusalem,
Yep.
I'm going to have a cat. He's going to be black and white,
Oh, no,
and
it's not
his
this one.
name is going to be Beefy. There's so much to discover on this island that sometimes it overwhelms me. Every lake, every forest contains an incredible interconnected...
It's this one.
I wonder what it was like when the ancients were still here. Their world seems so lively.
Not always in a good way. Interesting times are great to read about, but rarely great to experience.
That's
Okay.
true. But they left behind so much art and philosophy and religion, and so many strange stories. Is New Jerusalem like that?
It was, in the beginning.
Why does she... So something happened in New Jerusalem that she doesn't like. That's probably why she left. Okay, I literally can't do anything out of this. Besides, hold open this door. Anyone else I can possess? Can't possess you. Oh, I can possess you through that hole. And okay, now there's a connector. I can see that, and I can connect that. And then with that, well, that doesn't do anything useful for me. Well, if I place this closer to that, I can pull it through the hole. Grab this, grab that. You're just a pressure plate. I don't have to worry about you. Oh, but I am going to have to worry about you. Because I'm going to want to get you out. Yeah. And then I'm going to want... I've actually taken this guy here. Oh. Okay. Then I want to that burrow through that wall. Well, okay. I can do this. Find the other one for a second there. Okay. Why did I do that? I just need to bring him back over through this. Keep connections. Place you there. Control. Place you there. Just come over here. Yep. Well, okay. What I need to do now is pop a hole there. Oh, I need to pop a hole in this one. Control of it. Come through here. So I want to grab this connector, put it through here, take control of this guy, and now I have that open. There we go.
I'm impressed.
Oh, that one was hard. That was a lot of just logic thinking. Oh, it's heading back. Central area? Why is it going down there? It was gonna come back up, right? That guy? I'm gonna go complete this. And I'm kind of not, my brain's not really in the brain mood, apparently. So this one's gonna be a short stream. But I'm at least gonna explore the tower. Hour and a half, still a good amount of time. What if there's like one way through this? Still. Again, still like really only one way through this. It's impossible. Okay, that straight piece. And key block. I want it going that way? I do want it going that way. Okay. Play the tower. That one was, I wouldn't say it was difficult. It was a little bit harsher than the other ones.
For tricking the gods to help humankind, Prometheus was punished by being bound to a rock, there to be eternally tormented. The chains that held him were forged by Hephaestus, blacksmith to the gods. Was Hephaestus right to allow his art to be used in this fashion?
Hephaestus only forged the chains. It was Zeus who bound Prometheus. No one should be chained, and it doesn't fall on Hephaestus's shoulders. All blame falls on Zeus.
And is Hephaestus therefore absolved of the responsibilities of the creator?
The individual morality of Hephaestus is a distraction from the unjust laws decreed by the gods. He didn't know what the chains were going to be used for. He just knew he was making chains.
Interesting.
If an individual is at fault for something they created used against how they intended it to be created, is it their fault for it being used like that? No.
The pattern is holding. Solve the puzzles, enter the tower, speak to an entity, turn on the beam. It's like she's appealing to our past, reminding us of where we came from, but changing enough elements to make us view our history through a different lens. Or maybe I'm completely missing the point. I don't know.
You might have something there.
I read about this in a book. It's called defamiliarization.
Yakut? I think I'm actually impressed.
Alrighty. Yeah, but I'm gonna end it here. So I hope this was a fun one. I enjoyed this island. I hope the other northern areas are just as fun. I'm gonna come back for the Pandora one later because I don't know how to solve that. I mean the Sphinx one at all, because I have like no idea how to solve that. And my brain ain't braining right now because I'm dog tired. So I will catch you all in the next stream, which is probably just gonna be tomorrow. Let's be real, it's probably gonna be tomorrow. Probably earlier. So toodaloo, have a good evening. Goodbye.